January 21st, market recap. Don't want to be here, man. Fuck this bullshit. No, I'm joking. But yeah, it's 5 p.m. That's how much I've procrastinated this. Let's start with the journal. Lost 864 on the day, and bro, I don't know what this bullshit is, but so basically in my journal I said that I took one short loser today, which I would take again. It was a good short, not bad. I was just simply offside today, and then I came back for more in the PM session and took another loss because I was fucking upset. Well, I wasn't upset, but I just thought that a PM session would work out. Let me show you all. Okay, so going into market open, I really was looking for shorts. I was looking for these relative equal lows. I just had a bearish bias going in. And that's really all I gotta say. Even though the narrative, the daily PO3 of accumulation, manipulation, distribution said bullish, I kind of just ignored that because I wanted to see shorts, and that's really how I wanted it to play out today. And so pre-market, we had came up and swept London highs, and then started displacing lower, right? And so I was just waiting to see how we react off this high, off this high. I wanted to see this high stay as a protected high until we come down and get Asia. And the market gave me my first setup, which was this inversion right here, right? We saw small moves up, and then we saw strong displacement down. This was a perfect setup. I took this trade. I'll show you my executions after this, but obviously got stopped out. And then what had happened is, yeah, the market broke out of this high, and so I was still open to a short, but I was thinking about switching bias. Now I was seeing how we react off of this break higher, and we displaced through it, and then at this point, 957, I said, okay, we're probably going to reach our target of the new week opening gap. And so at this point, I had switched my bias, and I was looking for a small retracement down for me to catch this move up. And I wanted to see us return to some nice gaps, and we did right here. So we returned to this 5-minute very nicely right here, right? Okay, I didn't even go that far. But this candle right here, we go back to the 5-minute. I wanted to see this 5-minute get filled. However, with this order block, right? 5-minute and an order block, this was the perfect like retracement for me. And so I saw this 5-minute get filled, and I was a little skeptical of it. I said, I'm going to wait this one out. In hindsight, I regret waiting it out because we retraced down and then we displaced up. And so this really was the perfect entry after switching my bias, right? Because I was offsides, but you enter right here. I should have entered with one contract, right? In hindsight, that's a good trade, right? So the market just keeps kind of going up, and we tap NWOG, and that's basically it for the AM session, right? And then so right here, I'm kind of calling it a day. I'm just kind of chilling. I'm upset. It is what it is. The market kind of hits NWOG, taps it, and it's kind of consolidating now. I'm looking at the market doing my thing though, and then all of a sudden we start dumping, right? We went up 360 points, and we started going down in like, let's see, how long did this shit take? 11:29 to 11:50, so 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, we went down 200 points. So this is not just a retracement in my eyes. You don't go down that much. Mind you, this whole day, Trump's been speaking, and he's been just talking about some bullshit, right? He's been talking about tariffs and Greenland and all that. And so seeing this, I wanted to catch a continuation of the PM session, which starts at 1:30, right? I thought that we were going to finally hit these lows, right? I was like, come on, it's time to hit them. It's time to hit them lows. Anyway, so I waited till the PM session at 1:30. So we kept dumping, and then we kind of started consolidating in lunch hour, right? And then let's see here. So 1 p.m. comes around, and we start breaking lower. I'm like, okay. But I'm going to wait till 1:30. And let me see the entry I took. Actually, I'm done here. I'll just go show my executions. So again, this is my red day. And yeah, this is the calendar. 288, but on 3 accounts equals up to 864. Yeah, I mean, fuck, bro. 3 losing days in a row. This is a break-even day. Not too good. Hey, we'll bounce back. We will bounce back. But, oh my god! I'm a dumbass, bro. Alright. So, yeah, as I said, this was my first entry. Entered it with 2 micros and got shitted on in 2 minutes, really. 2 minutes I got stopped out. And then in the PM session, as I said, we had big pump. And then, no. We had this big pump and then the sell-off right here. And so, It was funny. I bought him tick twice. I had entered. So here we were kind of going down and up, just consolidating, and then we finally broke out of the range, and then we displaced strongly lower, inverse this gap, inverse this 2 minute gap in here, which is what I entered off of. And yeah, my target was these relative equal lows. And right as I entered, price got really sloppy, but we had this volume imbalance right here. I'm going to highlight it. If you watch ICT at all, this is very relevant to us. And I saw how this candle came up and respected that volume imbalance perfectly. So I wanted to see support in here. I would have exited early, but I was like, this looks really good. And we kept poking up, kind of respecting this gap, and then we stopped respecting the gap. And then I got stopped out right here. And then the market was just chilling, and then Trump came out and started talking about some bullshit again. He said that they had reached I don't know. He's just talking about tariffs and Greenland and all that shit. I mean, I do know. Obviously, I was more locked in. I just don't want to explain it right now. Anyways, market pumps again, fills up the new week opening gap almost. And then it's kind of consolidating now in Asia. Rough day. We will bounce back. When will the cycle of winning and losing end? And it's just going to be mostly winning, a little bit of losing. Payouts. I move out of my fucking... Bro. I'm too attached to the money. But I'm fucking pissed, bro. I'm pissed. I'm trading good. Like, that PM trade, maybe I shouldn't have taken. I would take the short every day of my life. The trades I took today, yesterday, 3 break-evens. The trade I took last week, not bad trades. I'm taking good trades. I'm doing the right things. I was patient as fuck last week. I didn't take a trade for the first hour of market where people lost accounts, bro. But, like, it was bad PA. So I was like, okay, I'll catch it on good PA. Today was beautiful PA. And I didn't catch it. And I'm just, when am I going to start? Oh. This is part of it. This is what hard looks like. That's what I've been telling myself all day. Like, this shit's been on my mind all day. And all I can think about is, this is what hard looks like. This is where people quit. I'm frustrated. I am frustrated. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.